Recently, I tested the free Chinese neural network for chat analysis and even traded based on its signals. I am impressed with the results, and it seems to me that soon professional analysis and traders providing signals will become unnecessary. To be honest, my signal robot is also specially trained version of ChatGPT, but I have a suspicion that what I'm about to show you is just as good and doesn't require paying for an expensive subscription. I will pretend to be a novice and let's see if I can make some profit. To start using the neural network's forecast, you will need the neural network itself, which is called Qwen. Then you will need an account on your trading platform. In my case, it's Pocket Option. I have a balance, and here I've added a random indicator, let's say RSI. Accordingly, you need to go to my Telegram channel via the link in the description and copy the prompt that I simply paste into the chat with the neural network. Next, I go to Fact option, take a screenshot of the entire interface I have, and send this screenshot along with the message I just copied. Let's see what response we get. The neural network suggested that now is a good time to sell. I hope it takes into account that my candle time is 30 seconds, not 1 minute, as the expiration time. And in any case, if you are trading on a 5-minute time frame, the only thing you will need to change is to modify 1 minute to 5 minutes here. Thus, the neural network will analyze your chart considering your 5-minute entry. I can't say much about the reasoning. In general, any trade can be justified if you have knowledge in trading. But we will see how this trade performs. Well, thank you very much for the prediction from this Chinese neural network, because indeed my trade turned out to be profitable after 1 minute. A plus of this neural network is that you can use absolutely any indicators for come to mind. For example, we can use the Bollinger Bands indicator with standard settings. For me, it's 28.2, and also get analysis based on this indicator. Or we can add everything together. For instance, let's bring back the RSI indicator and try again to send the same screenshot and see how its response change and if it changes. This is very interesting because you have a huge opportunity to test different combinations of various indicators. Perhaps the neural network will think differently if you provide it with more input data. For me, it's interesting because I started testing this analytics just a week ago, and so far this is only my second trading session that I am going to conduct in this video. The neural network didn't give me a short answer, but suggested that I could open a sell trade after the new red candle finishes forming. So let's wait 1 second before I open a trade for a decrease. Well, in a second, our trade will close in profit. So far, I am pleased with the results, but I noticed that perhaps the neural network had some doubts after we added the Bollinger indicator to the chart. Therefore, let's remove it and think about what other indicator might be useful for the neural network. Let's say it would be the CCI indicator. I use it with standard setting like of 150 and minus 150. And so I also enable both indicators now. Perhaps the neural network will perform better based on the data from the RSI and CCI together. So far, we've had 2 good trades. Let's switch to the next chart, say this one, and send it what can see again. Naturally, I copy the prompt that needs to be inserted. You can write your own. But after testing several dozen different messages, I concluded that this particular message provides more optimal information that isn't overloaded with endless analytics and still gives a specific signal at the end. Right now, the neural network confirmed my own thoughts because it's time for short-term buys. Listen, our third trade closed in loss. I think we can try to clarify whether this forecast is still relevant. So let's quickly do the same thing and make more balanced decisions. I think our trade should be for $200. Now our focus has changed and we are opening a trade for a decrease. Because if this trade closes in profit, we'll cover the previous loss of $100 and still make a profit on top. Wow, friends, the trade closes right on trend. It's no surprise that the neural network changed its opinion after a new wave formed and RSI continued to fall even below the 50% zone. In general, those are all the nuances. What can I say after 4 trades? I like how this works, and most importantly, you have a huge number of opportunities to test combinations of different indicators using this neural network. So if I find a clear strategy that works best, I will definitely make a video about it. For now, I'll continue trading. Well then, let's probably make 1 or 2 more trades. This time I want to test how it worked on regular assets, that is, on regular currency pairs without OTC marking. So I'm also sending a screenshot taking the text from the last message, and let's see what Qwen responds. Alright, I read the messages and understood that we need to wait a bit before trading for a decrease. I hope that now our candle will rise a bit and I'll be able to open a trade with a better entry point. Make sure to apply your experience to combine the strategy and from the neural network with your knowledge. I am sure it will definitely work better than just blindly following signals. Listen, I wouldn't say this way as confident trade, but nevertheless, thanks to choosing a slightly better entry point, I managed to take profit. Let's switch to USD. I will also send it the same screenshot along these 2 indicators and see what comes of it. By the way, did you notice that if you give it just one RSI indicator, its response time is much faster than in this case? Perhaps it takes some time for analysis. Unfortunately, I'm not an expert on neural networks. I'm just an ordinary trader, so let's see what it writes to us now. Selling is generally clear. I see that a Japanese candle has formed here that also indicates a continuation of the downward movement. So right now, I am opening a trade for a decrease. Unfortunately, again, we didn't get a clear result here. So let's choose another asset and send it along with just one RSI indicator. Perhaps we will get a quicker response and be able to enter the trade more swiftly. The signal is definitely a buy, and right now we are experiencing a slight decline, which allows us to enter a trade advantageously. I really like today's results, especially the reasoning behind them. I recommend that you read them in more detail and, most importantly, try to understand the neural network suggests buying or selling at a particular moment, because it has a clear justification that you can use in your future trading when you trade independently. Friends, thank you for watching this video. In just 15 minutes with the help of the neural network signals, I earned over $500. I am confident that this is not a coincidence, and I hope that each of you can achieve similar results. Make every trading decision thoughtfully. Use your previous experience if you have any. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, everyone.